Good morning, peoples. Happy, what is today? Wednesday, the day before Thanksgiving. Real quick, I only got like 3 minutes because TikTok and Instagram cut me off real quick. The story that I was telling when I did my debut at the Improv, I was talking about the VA, and the reason why it's coming up is because I'm going back to the VA today to give blood. The reason why I'm going to give blood, when I went to go see my doctor last week, I said, "Hey, doctor, my equipment ain't working." You know, anybody that's 50 knows exactly what I'm talking about. He was like, "Yo, we need to get you on that V stuff." I says, "Bet, but I got to test your blood, your testosterone, and some other things. So I got to go give blood today." So the story I was telling the other day at the VA, it's actually a lot funnier. I just didn't have time to tell the whole story. The reason why it's really funny is if anybody knows what Baker acted means, that means you're locked down for 72 hours. That means that I was deemed suicidal, which was crazy. The doctor heard what she wanted to hear. It was crazy. I was like, "What are you talking about? I got a date. I haven't had sex. I haven't gotten ass in 3 years. I haven't had a date in over 3 years. Like, what are you, crazy? The last thing I want to do is hurt myself. You must be nuts." I think where I messed up is she said, "Have you ever thought about trying to hurt yourself?" I says, "Well, not that I wanted to hurt myself, but there was times where I was going through depression and shit. I felt like I didn't want to wake up." She was like, "Oh my goodness, oh my goodness." That's where I know I went wrong, because when I mentioned that to the psychiatrist, she was like, "Oh no, why'd you say that?" I was like, "Well, my doctor in Miami told me that when I go to West Palm, go see a therapist to just talk about your post-traumatic stress, you know, when you're in the military, bombs and all these things that are going on in your head and your dreams and all of that stuff, and, you know, share everything." So I figured, all right, no, you know, hey, this is a therapist. You know, I'm Puerto Rican. We don't talk to therapists. We talk to the freaking barber and our moms. You know what I'm saying? So I was thrown off a loop. So it was crazy because, you know, they Baker acted me for 3 days, which means I was locked down. I couldn't leave. I was calling the police department, the VA police. I was calling 911. I was calling everybody under the sun. I was calling VA complaints. I was like, "Yo, you guys are bugging. There's no way I should be in here right now. This is crazy." And all they kept saying was, "Well, sir, sorry, the doctor already deemed you're suicidal. You know, you don't have a choice. Unfortunately, you have to stay here." And I was just bugging out. Finally, when I realized, you know what, I didn't have a choice. I just made the best of it. I was making friends in a psycho ward, you know, and they were looking at me like I was crazy because I was just bugging out. I was just being my goofy self. And that's where this whole comedy thing came about. Like, maybe I should be doing this? Okay. So that's exactly where it started. So, like I said, the story's a lot funnier. I'll share another video in a little bit to tell you a little bit more about exactly what went down.